So it's day 1 of the August juice fast, and I'm feeling really good. I actually wasn't feeling super keen for this month's fast. Some months I feel like I really, really need it, and then other months I feel like I don't need it. One thing I do is that I don't force myself to do it every month. If I really don't feel like my body wants it or needs it, then I just don't. You know, it's not a rule. It's not a chore that I have to do. It's something I do because I enjoy it and it feels good for my body. So I wasn't like really, really looking forward to this month's one, but I did know that I was going to do it. And today I've woken up with so much energy. I've done yoga. I've just been to a business meeting, which was at a cafe, and I smelt all the food, but I just had a nice cup of tea, no milk. And it's now 1 p.m. and I haven't even felt the tiniest bit of hunger. So this just shows you that like there are some fasts that I do where I feel so good, and there are some fasts that I do that I feel just really hungry and that I just want it to be over. And it's incredible what our body can do. We don't need to be shoveling food in our mouths every couple of hours in order to have energy. Of course, over a long period of time, but you know, I just fast for 3 days. So I've got a whole lot of natural energy today. It's only the first day, which, you know, normally your body's not even going through any kind of change. It's not realizing that it hasn't had any food yet. You know, it's only been not even 24 hours since I had dinner. But Dad and Jason are doing the fast this month. We usually do it together unless there's one of us that really just doesn't feel like doing it. Jason always does a water fast, whereas Dad and I do juice. That's just what we prefer. So I'll keep you updated and I'll let you know how they're going too. It's now 1:30. I've arrived at my next destination and I'm starting to feel hungry. So I've got my juice in my little takeaway bottle. Gonna have my first meal. It's now 6 p.m. and my belly is doing its first grumbles. I've probably had about 600 ml of juice today and I don't know, maybe only a litre of water. I find it so hard in winter to really drink a lot of water. I've had a pot of chai tea and I'll probably have a black tea before bed. I realise I haven't explained when I drink my juice. I know that you can actually pay and go on like a 3-day juice cleanse where a company provides you the juices and tells you when to drink them, at what times and everything like that. But the way I do it is whenever I start to feel hungry, I'll scull a glass of juice followed by a glass of water, and then I feel content until the next time. So that's just how I do it. And I actually don't end up drinking as much juice as I thought I would. You buy 3 litres and sometimes I only drink 2 litres within the 3 days. I'm not even that hungry. As long as you're drinking a lot of water, and if at nighttime I am really, really starving, I'll have tea. One thing I noticed when I did my first couple of juice fasts, that was back when I was used to drinking 2 coffees a day, I'd get really bad caffeine withdrawals and get headaches. And I found what helped that was because I did decide to quit coffee while I was juice fasting. Some people don't, they still drink coffee, black coffee. But I wanted to, you know, do it all the way. So I would have just a black tea. If I started going through withdrawals and I started getting headaches, I would have a black tea because, you know, there is a little bit of caffeine in the black tea. So that does help with caffeine withdrawals, just as a little side note. Otherwise now, like I've been caffeine free for 5 months, maybe a bit more. I think maybe I've had an espresso martini at my 30th birthday. But when I'm feeling really, really hungry, or it's the, you know, like right now it's 7:30 at night and you just want something comforting and it's freezing here tonight, I'm going to have a black tea. You know, this is the kind of thing where, you know, you don't give yourself too many rules and regulations. You're not breaking any rules by having a cup of tea. I love to add herbal tea and ginger and lemon and mint from my garden, and get creative. You can have, liquid things like that, warm liquid things, especially in winter. So Dave, my dad, who also does the juice fasting with me 3 days beginning of every month. How was day 1 of the August 2020 fast for you?
I was fine until about 11 o'clock, then I got hungry, really hungry. And then off and on all afternoon hungry. I got home and I wanted to work on my boat and I was feeling really uncomfortable and I sort of kept going back to it. And then tonight I was powering, wasn't hungry at all.
Yeah, it took me till about 1 p.m. to get hungry, and then my belly rumbled for the first time at 6 p.m.
I'm fine now. I'm looking forward to my glass of cold juice for dinner. It's freezing.
Have a tea. Have a herbal tea.
I had tea. It's the juice time.
Juice time. All right, day 1 down. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It's the morning of day 2. It's 7:45, and I had a very rough sleep last night. I was awake till so late. I just did not get tired. I was reading my book. I watched a movie on my laptop. I meditated, and I just could not fall into a deep sleep. I eventually fell asleep, but then I was up and down. I was restless. I was having funny dreams, and then this morning I woke up really early, just bing, so full of energy. I mean, I suppose it's a good thing that I've got lots of energy, but it wasn't a great night's sleep. I'm off to yoga this morning, and then I've got to work night shift tonight. So I am feeling a little bit hungry. I haven't had any juice or anything yet this morning. I've just had a hot shower. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. How was your night? How are you feeling this morning?
Feeling great. I woke up a few times, but I wasn't hungry. Mainly because I drank too much water before I went to bed.
That's not a bad thing.
But I feel great this morning, really good.
Day 2, here we come.
Okay.
So it's now 1 p.m. on day 2 of the juice fast. I am now having a cup of tea. I am feeling so slow today and unenergetic, and I've started to get really cranky this afternoon. And my temper's really short. It's kind of funny. I haven't felt hungry yet, but it's more the habitual act of cooking and eating that I miss. I went to yoga this morning, and luckily it was a nice slow class because I just did not have the energy. And I'm trying to do some work now at my computer for my business, and I just cannot focus. The motivation's there, but the focus is not there. I'm a little bit sassy today. My partner's doing really well. It's day 2 of his water fast, and today he's got heaps of energy. So it's pissing me off that he feels so good. But we joke about it. I've done it enough times now that I know the feelings. They're not new to me. It's just funny. I have to laugh. But I have to work night shift tonight, so we'll see how I go with that. I'm taking a step away from my computer, and I'm just going to relax now and read my book and maybe watch an episode of a show on Netflix. How was work? How do you feel? I feel very sassy. I'm all grumpy and I'm sassy.
I was great until about 2 hours ago. Now I'm grumpy.
It's about 10 to 3.
I'm hungry.
I've had a cup of tea and
I'll get over it.
Jason's feeling great today.
Yeah,
He's got so much energy, and we're cranky. We're hangry. So just a little video of my dinner, what I'm going to take to work for the night. My veggie and fruit juices. It's now 6:30 p.m. I'm on my dinner break at work, and I'm feeling a little bit better. My hangry attitude has gone. I actually find it quite easier to juice fast while I'm at work because I'm so busy and I'm concentrating on other things. When you're at home, it's easy to just walk into the fridge and, into the kitchen and think about all the food that you've got in the pantry. So I'm doing okay. We usually break our fasts on the third night dinner. We normally have an early dinner. But I have a feeling that I might be breaking my fast a little bit earlier tomorrow. I think I've done the most of it for this month. It's day 3 of the juice fast, and I feel good. I got lots of energy. I'm feeling light. I cannot stop thinking about food. I'm planning 1,000 million meals. How are you doing, Jace?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? He's doing good. He went out and did some exercise this morning. Usually talking about food when I'm fasting really pisses me off and makes me angry because I know I can't eat it. But because I know that we're breaking the fast today, it's fine. It's 11 a.m. and we're at the local farmer's shed getting our fresh produce. And we have strawberries were picked this morning. Oh my god. So a helpful tip I thought I'd just share. Because our whole house does the fasting together, we make sure that we eat everything in our fridge before we start the fast. So we're not wasting any food, nothing's going old. Things that stay in there are things that will last 3 days. So make sure you eat all your fresh foods first so you're not wasting anything. Also, you've got to go shopping then to have your first meal. So this is the funnest part. We're going to 4 different supermarkets. We've been to the farm. We're going to go to the health food store. You end up buying so much more than you actually need because you are so hungry and you are just imagining all these flavors in your mouth. So just be prepared that your shopping bill might be double what it usually is when you are shopping to break your fast. But it's so worth it. So we ate a strawberry an hour ago. We're doing all the shopping now, and then we're gonna go home and have some lunch. That's the magic right there. I bet your saliva is going nuts right now. Oh, it looks so good. All of our fruit and veg from the farm, soaking in apple cider vinegar water. Got our grass-fed beefs, yum. We got avos, macadamia nuts, sauerkraut, olives, soyba. Whoop, little treat. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's very hard, but try not to shovel your food. Chew your first mouthful until it's completely turned into mush. Let your stomach know it's ready. It's about to receive food again. Let that stomach acid build up. Savor every mouthful. This is why we do it.